38 special double action. Let's see how we do. All right, there's 6 shots. So the trigger is pretty heavy because you still got to actuate the hammer, and with you pulling it back and it being heavy, it's going to kind of move your sights around a little bit. So all in all though, at 7 yards, the accuracy is looking pretty good. So let's check it out real quick. And there you go, at 7 yards with the double action. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's not bad. So let's see how well she does with the single action. Alrighty, so that's not bad with the double action. Obviously, like I said before, with that heavier trigger, it's gonna kind of move things around a little bit, but for service use, you know, I give it a thumbs up. If you gotta crank off 6 rounds real quick, look like it'll hit on target, so no problems there at 21 feet anyway. So now we're gonna go a little bit more deliberate with that single action, and I bet you it's gonna tighten up quite a bit. So let's have a look at it. And tighten up it did. So with the 38 special, it's actually kind of a pleasant shooter. I've shot it with lighter rounds before, and those did pretty darn good, but these little heavier ones, not bad. So looks like it tore out the old pasties there, but looks like everything was right where it should be there. And clearly it tore right through the pasties. So don't worry, for the 357 I'm going to post up a new target, but I mean, you get the idea. I mean, so with both the double action and the single action, she does pretty darn good at 21 feet. All right, now we're going to have at it with the 357 Magnum, and we're going to be doing with that double action. The 357 Magnum was obviously the go-to cartridge in the 70s and the 80s for police officers until everybody started transitioning over to 9 mils or anybody who retained their 45 ACPs. But as far as wheel guns go, 357's king. So those 38s, even though they were a little bit heavier, and they actually matched the weight on these, they were kind of pleasant to shoot actually. I'd imagine I get some real easy follow-up shots on there. That single action trigger, that thing's, boy is that light. But anyway, we're gonna have it go with the 357 now. Considerably more power. You're gonna see it in the recoil itself, and you're gonna hear it in the boom. So we're gonna see how we do with accuracy at the double action. Cool. Recoil is definitely there. And there's your 6. That looks pretty good. Let's go check it out. Now taking it nice and slow with that 357, we're looking real pretty, aren't we? Very nice. I bet you should do a whole lot better with that single action. Now that was just downright pretty with the 357 in the double action to boot. So let's see how she does with that single action. Looking pretty good. Now we're relatively close distance, but for what it's meant for, being a police gun, and I do like these police guns, they're so well built. This the barrel on this thing is monstrous, super heavy. But given the distance between 3 feet to 21 feet is where you probably engage a bad guy at in a lethal force situation, according to FBI, I guess. Yeah, you ain't missing here. All right, let's give it a go with the single action. Cool. Beauty queen. Ah. Oh man. Yeah, I think she did pretty good. Look at this. You don't even got to split hairs with this. Look how pretty that is. Yeah, it blew out the old pasties, but does it matter? You can clearly see what happened. So There was one that was originally over there, one went back over there, all the rest of them in that cluster. Very nice.